Did you know that having sciatica reduces your life expectancy by 20 years? Did you also know that having sciatica increases your chance of getting heart disease by 300%? Now, I tell you these facts, even though I just made them up, they're not true. Don't worry, they're not true. Because I want you to focus in on sciatica and know and understand that there is things that we can do to fix the problem and get you pain-free. But you need to, one, understand why you're getting it, and two, understand how to fix it. There are two types of sciatica that you need to understand. Number one, a pinched nerve in the lowest part of your spine by a disc prolapse. Number two, a pinched nerve by the piriformis muscle. Now I'm going to tell you very briefly how to work out which type you've got. If you, when you stand up and bend forwards, you get pain in the back. When you twist and move around, you get pain in the back. If with your sciatica, you've also got lower back pain, you've probably got a disc prolapse pressing on the nerve in the lowest part of your spine. If you don't have any back pain, you can bend and twist and you never get any back pain, but you still get sciatica coming down the leg, and it starts in the buttock, and it's worse when you're sat for a long period of time, then you've probably got a tight piriformis muscle. Now I'm going to show you one way to get rid of the sciatica in the lower back, one way to get rid of the piriformis syndrome, which is pain shooting down the leg from the tight piriformis muscle. And the reason why I'm keeping it to just one thing there and one thing there is because I don't want to give you a whole kind of sheet of exercises that you've got to then do them all and it's going to take 20-30 minutes a day. I want you to just have one thing that you can do for that, one thing you can do for that, and it's going to be the most effective things that I know to get rid of this problem. So if you've got piriformis syndrome, pain in the buttock, shooting down the leg, or just radiating down the leg, here is what you need to do. So you need to get a tennis ball. Now, I don't have a tennis ball on me, I'm going to show you with this, but the idea is that you place it on the floor and then you sit on it. So you move around and you sit on that painful area. So you find the most sore spot right in that buttock area and you put weight into it. Now that is really sore. You might feel it radiating down the leg if you've got piriformis syndrome. You hold very, very still on that spot. And then as you do that, the pain will drop down gradually. It might take 30 seconds, 20 seconds, it might take a minute. After about a minute, move to a new area if it's not dropped. But when it does drop, move to a new spot. You move around, you find the most sore spot and you keep that pressure on it. You keep the pressure there, and as you keep the pressure there, the muscle will relax off and the pain drops down. Again, move to a new area. The idea is that you're going to do 4 or 5 areas all through that buttock area, getting pressure deep in. The piriformis muscle is underneath that big glute maximus muscle, the bum muscle that we all know of. So the piriformis muscle is deep in there, and that's where that sciatic nerve gets pinched. So you need to go through the big muscle into the small piriformis muscle and get pressure right on it. If you get pressure deep into that area, the muscle relaxes, the pain drops down, pressure comes off the nerve. Now, if you've got pain in the lowest part of your spine and you've got pain going down the leg, then you've got sciatica being caused by a pinched nerve in the lowest part of your spine by a disc. If you compress the spine, you can imagine the disc here gets compressed, it bulges out. Like squeezing a tube of toothpaste, it will bulge out and that will put more pressure on the disc, on the nerve rather. So what you need to do the opposite. You need to decompress your spine. So traction your spine, taking pressure off that nerve. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do it. Number 1 is to sit on a chair, hands on the chair, hips off, and let your hips drop. Let the weight of your hips traction down, drop down, and also move yourself around. It's as easy as that. The weight of your legs is going to traction and take pressure off the disc, which means the bulge will reduce, which means less pressure on the nerve. Another way you can do it is when you're at home on the kitchen counter or a desk at work, place your elbows onto the desk or on the counter, and again, just let your hips drop. You can do it like that. You can hang from a pull-up bar, however you want to do it, but traction your spine. That will take pressure off the nerve by reducing the bulge in that disc. Now, as a bonus, I'm going to run through one more thing that you've got to do if you want to reduce that sciatica going down the leg, and it's bending the right way, because we don't want to continue to aggravate the problem, and even when it's gone, invite it back in again by moving the wrong way. So when you're stood and bending forwards, do not bend with a banana back. I want you to push your hips backwards like this, so that you've got a strong, stable lower back in the correct position, rather than bending with a banana back, because that puts more pressure into the disc, which is again going to aggravate the problem over and over again. So always bend with a straight spine, especially if you're going to spend 30-40 seconds over a sink doing your teeth, or in a cupboard or washing machine, or if you're picking something heavy up. Bending with the correct shape of your spine is going to mean that it maintains this lumbar lordosis, which is exactly what it does want when you're bending forwards. Bend with a rounded back like that. You put pressure into the discs, you're going to continually aggravate the problem over and over again, and you're never going to get rid of sciatica, because as soon as it starts feeling better, you go and bend the wrong way and it goes again. There are lots of other back pain and sciatica, neck pain, headache videos on my channel. Go and check them out. And remember, those 2 facts I told you at the beginning, don't believe them, don't worry, it's not true. Just get rid of your sciatica with the advice I gave you in this video.